Give me Chris Benoit.
Oh. Also, if anybody want to donate, we are trying to get Mason WWE 2K25 so we can
No,
do my
don't
GM
donate for
series.
me.
Y'all can
Donate for the pod.
if y'all wanna donate the Mason, y'all just send that bit to the PayPal, or I'll link my cash out. We trying to get Mason WWE 2K25 chat. That's a,
And I'm all good.
And I'm not joking either. I'm not playing, like I'm being dead ass. And whoever don't donate, y'all don't
He's
fuck
not,
with us for real.
He is not joking. That's what I'm saying.
Hey.
Don't donate for me. Donate for the pod, please.
And like if y'all don't donate for him to play WWE
job.
2K25, then that means y'all don't fuck with us for real. Nah, let me stop.
That means y'all don't like wrestling.
Y'all don't like wrestling for real. But nah, let me stop.
Trying to ruin wrestling for Mason.
Hey, but alrighty, let's get this thing started. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Bird's Nest podcast featuring yours truly and my co-host Mason and the voice in the sky Dixie. Shout out to those guys. This is technically episode 2. Like episode 2. You guys showed mad love on the first episode of the podcast, bro. Like the shorts all did crazy numbers. The TikToks, like, bro, you guys have been going crazy, bro. So shout out to y'all. If you're not subscribed to the podcast yet, you know what I'm saying, definitely go ahead and do that, especially if you're a big wrestling fan, because we appreciate everybody that hits that like button and shows love. And like I said, I've been seeing a lot of newer people in the comment section. Like, bro, I appreciate y'all, dude. Shout out to y'all. But before we get started, is there anything specific you guys want to say? Mason or Dixie? We can get the show on the road. I just ain't know if they wanted to be like, yo, shout out to, you know what I'm saying, my coworker Johnny. Shout out to Jonathan. You know, Anthony. Shout out to the coworkers. You know what I'm saying. But now let's go ahead and get right into it.
I got nothing.
But yeah, so earlier today, me and Mason was talking in the you know what I'm saying, in the group chat, and not to harp too much back on WrestleMania 41, even though we repping that 41 merch. Shout out to John Cena in number 17. But one thing that Mason actually pointed out that was a pretty cool, like, I guess you could say, idea is that the CM Punk Seth Rollins Roman Reigns match was literally made for the Shield. Like, it should have been the Shield triple threat. And I just wanted to see if you wanted to touch on that a bit more, Mason. Like, if you wanted to touch on that, like what you were meaning and this and that.
I don't know if you saw this this video on Twitter. It was like what was it? Well, I mean, I guess the highlight from Raw was whenever Seth Rollins, I think, hit Roman Reigns with a chair, and then Michael Cole was on commentary. He was like, "The Shield chair."
Yeah.
And then there was like the video.
I was about to say, didn't Seth Rollins like even mention Dean Ambrose? Like, he actually dropped Dean Ambrose's real, like, he dropped the name. He didn't say John Moxley. He didn't say like, he literally said Dean Ambrose. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, he did that during the match too, but he was talking about it was the Shield chair thing, and then there was the whole meme from Deadlock, if y'all watch Deadlock, and they were like making fun of all the Shield references and stuff. Like, there's no subtlety in these storylines at all. So my whole idea was, if Dean Ambrose had returned to the company the same way CM Punk did, made that big entrance, you could honestly put him in the same storylines, had him like helping out Roman Reigns in the Elimination Chamber, all that stuff. You take the Paul Heyman element out of it, but
yeah,
I feel like this would have been maybe not the perfect setup, but this would have been a great way to actually set up the Shield triple threat and doing it the right way, which is at WrestleMania instead of how they ended up doing it at Battleground in 2016. And it was I think it was a fun match. I don't remember watching it, but people said it was a fun match, and but the stakes weren't really as high as they should have been, and I feel like they missed out on an opportunity there. I mean, they weren't going to get John Moxley back in WWE anyway. But
I was finna say that, bro.
It would have been nice. Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that sucks, though, bro, is because it's like John Moxley's not there, or in this case, Dean Ambrose. Like, because I guarantee if Dean Ambrose was there, I guarantee they do the Shield triple threat, because there's no other way to do it. Like, but it is like, it's just the simple fact that, like, bro, that man is all elite, bro, and I don't think he's coming back, bro. Like, I don't like.
No way.
You don't think he's coming back to WWE? Even under Triple H, everybody said that same thing about CM Punk. Hell froze over. And CM Punk came back. Like, I don't know. I can see him returning. Like, And if he does it, I feel like that'd really hurt, like really suck for like a lot of Shield fans, because I want to see that cap off as a Shield triple threat mania like match. Like that'd be, it'd just be like the final, like it'd be the nail in the coffin for me, like the cherry on top. Like that'd be beautiful to see. And so now we gotta settle for CM Punk.
Yeah, I don't know. I think with Dean Ambrose or I need to call him by his actual name. With Jon Moxley in AEW, he's doing what he wants to do at the end of the day, and that's really all that it comes down to. He has the opportunity to wrestle the way he wants on the big stage, so that's really enough for a lot of people.
I was about to say, y'all don't got the details on his contract, do you? Or do y'all? I don't think so. If not, don't worry about it. But it is just one of those things where it's like they're only getting older, bro. So it's like
he's got until 2027, and by the time it expires, he'll be 42.
I mean, it's possible. Like, I mean, we see what Adam Cope, or we see what the Cope is doing. We see what Cope is doing. we see what that Jabba Rey Mysterio doing. Like, we see what these older guys are doing. Like, bro, we see what these old guys doing. Like, they might not be, you know what I'm saying, the best of the best, but I feel like they could put on a slobber knocker. You know what I'm saying? Roman, Seth, Dean Ambrose one last time, you know? Like, one last time,
it definitely
bro. Like,
it should happen.
I need that, bro. I need that injected into my, to my bloodstream, bro. Like, that's on the same level as, like, me needing John Cena versus Randy Orton one last time. You feel me?
It's happening. That's
on that same level. And speaking of John Cena versus WrestleMania, John Cena versus Randy Orton. So far for Backlash, what are y'all's thoughts on the matches? Like, I know we got John Cena versus Randy. We got Lyra Valkyria versus Becky. And then I think so we only got Gunther versus Pat. Those are the only ones we got left so far. Or on the match card so far, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So what y'all think about that? We could start off with Pat versus Gunther. We can start off with that. That's actually a bigger topic that we wanted to talk about anyway, so we could talk about that.
You want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead. Or either y'all, it don't matter. Like, I don't want to hog the mic. I don't want to ISO. You know what I'm saying? I want to take all the mic time up. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, let y'all get y'all rocks off. Pause if needed.
Hey, whoa.
No,
okay.
I'm saying like get y'all rocks off. Like,
hey.
Tranquilo.
My B.
I think Gunther versus Pat McAfee is gonna be great. I think it's overhated by the IWC nerds. You know, I think it's overhated by them just because they hate fun. Personally.
By the way, not to cut you off, but shout out to Beacon for the tier 1 sub, bro. Shout out to Beacon, bro. Thank you. Yo, shout out to Beacon for the tier 1 sub, bro. You're a real one. But my fault, not to cut you off. You can go ahead, Mason. My bad.
No, he's been around longer than me. That's an accomplishment.
Hey, shout out.
With Gunther versus Pat McAfee, I think it's gonna be a fun match. I think
thank you so much,
Gunther's gonna destroy him.
Bro. I appreciate
obviously.
that, man.
Pat McAfee's gonna have some moments where he looks like he's getting back in the mix, but of course Gunther's just better. He's an actual wrestler. But I think my main thing with this match is something I feel like doesn't get talked about, and not a lot of people know what it means as much as they like to believe they do. But it comes down to like character work. So I mentioned last podcast that Gunther, his whole WWE career so far has been I win everything, I'm the champion, I always have a championship in my hand, all that stuff. And I think a lot of people want to see him go back into that title picture, or maybe even just the high profile stuff or whatever. But when it comes to Backlash, I think this match is going to be really important for him because we're going to get to see a lot more of how he operates as a character. We got to see some flashes of comedy back a while ago. He was talking to Goldberg, I think, or he was talking to Bret Hart.
I think it was Goldberg.
Goldberg's my favorite wrestler. I'm sorry. And that whole thing, it was great. I was gonna say I love seeing him like, you know, just get to be himself, if that makes sense. Yes. But if Gunther's whole WWE career is win the championship and then when I lose the championship, I leave and I don't do anything until I'm back in the championship picture. He's gonna turn into Charlotte, and nobody likes Charlotte.
That's a W take. Because I mean, you're not wrong. It's like, and that's why, like you had mentioned earlier, I feel like that's why this match is very good for Gunther's career, win or lose. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that he should take the pin or that he should lose, but like, regardless, it is better than him going away and not doing nothing until he gets another title opportunity. Just because it's like you said, that'd be Charlotte in a man's body. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I definitely have to agree with you on that take. That's a good take. And like I said, I think honestly it'll be a decent match because I liked it. The only thing I had that I was scared of is I thought this was the way they were gonna try to write Pat McAfee off so he could, prepare for the college football stuff and all this and that. But the fact that it's an actual feud and that it's actually gonna happen at Backlash, I love it. I think it's gonna be a fantastic match. Y'all know Gunther, he's known to put on 5-star classics, and Pat McAfee is one of the better, I guess you could say, I don't want to say celebrity wrestlers in the company, but he is one of the, like, he can hold his own. I'll say that much, kinda. Mm-hmm. And so I think it'll be a decent match. I think Pat McAfee versus Gunther will. I think it's gonna surprise a lot of people. I think it's gonna surprise a lot of people because I feel like people are still looking at Pat McAfee as a celebrity, which, I mean, I guess they could. I mean, I guess it makes sense. But the matches that he's put on have been really good matches. I forgot what his last match was. It wasn't Austin Theory, was it?
I think so.
I can't remember. But
technically, Vince McMahon too.
Yeah,
but we don't talk about that.
But regardless, I feel like this is good for Gunther. Like, for both of them, really. Pat gets to get back in the ring, show what he has. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and then Gunther obviously gets to continue this big bad guy storyline that he's on, and he could still portray himself as this ring general, even though he's not the champion. I like that a lot because like you said, it is sucked for him to go away and only come back whenever it's time for him to fight for gold or this and that. And so I think this is good for Gunther. I really do. I think this is fire. DC, what you think? And feel free to just jump in whenever. DC.
Yeah. I feel like the match is gonna be good. Pat and Adam Cole had some solid little matches in NXT when he was doing this thing there.
Yes, he did. I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm. Pat hasn't wrestled in like a couple years, like you guys were saying. I think he had a match with The Miz at WrestleMania 39.
That might have been what I was talking about. I don't know why I thought it was Austin Theory.
Yeah. It was a short little match, but Pat's still solid in the ring, and Gunther just is one of the greatest on the planet right now.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a cool match, but I don't know. It just feels strange. It just feels very strange to do this right now.
It does. I will say it is very random, but I mean, I don't hate it. I'll say that much because this is better than him going away for some time and then coming back out of nowhere. I like it.
Agreed.
It keeps Gunther in the frame, and also like building him up as this big bad guy. I like it, but I will agree it is very like random. Like, who the fuck would have thought Pat McAfee would be on the Backlash match card, bro? If you would have told me that 2 months ago, I would have thought you was crazy. I'm like, against who? Like, but yeah, it is very random. I'll say that much. And next we got Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch, right? So far as one of the matches. Mm-hmm. And I guess I start off with this one. I don't hate the way they did this. I do think it was kind of crazy, like, to have Becky Lynch turn like she did. Like, if they were gonna do this, I don't know. I feel like she should have turned at Mania. Like, why have them win the tag? And I know we talked about this last week, but it's like, why have them win the tag team championships just for them to lose it the following day? Like, it just didn't make sense to me. Like, I guess I understand where they're coming from. Like, oh, well, we lost the championship, so now I'm gonna turn on Lyra, and they're gonna have the match at Backlash. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like there was other ways around that. Like, I feel like there was other ways they could have got to where they are now, if that makes any sense. And I'd love to hear you guys' opinions on it. You can go ahead, Mason.
It's definitely it's very rushed.
Mm-hmm. That's what it feels like. I didn't want to say that, but yeah,
it.
that's what it feels like.
Yeah. Yeah, I expected the Becky Lyra thing. Of course, it was going to end with them fighting each other. I definitely thought it was going to be drawn out, at least until like SummerSlam or something.
Yeah.
And then they just immediately lost the titles back to.
That's what I'm saying. They
They
lost it
lost it
straight
back to Livin and Raquel about immediately. So, I mean, they wanted that feel good moment at WrestleMania. I'm not gonna judge them for that.
No, I guess.
And I mean, the fans loved it too. Yeah, the fans loved it too. So I can't even.
Well, you can't even give the fans credits, bro. You literally can't even give the fans credits, bro, because like they literally was booing when she turned on Lyra. So it's like, bro, screw the fans, bro. Like, bro, screw the fans.
Well, hey,
bro, the fans
they're actually booing villains.
Yeah,
I know. Kinda. That's one of your pet peeves. They are booing villains. That's good.
I guess they're booing Logan Paul. But that's because who don't like to boo Logan Paul? Like, who don't like booing Logan Paul?
That's also true.
But nah, yeah, I don't know.
Don't look at me.
It's just, I don't like you. I think that's why I'm feeling so hesitant on this match, because it does feel rushed. I have to agree, bro. It does feel rushed, very rushed. But I think it's gonna be a decent match. I just hope the feud is good. I hope the feud is good. And last but not least, who do y'all think should win that match? Y'all think Lyra should retain, or do y'all think Big Time Bex should come back and instantly get gold? What y'all think? Feel free to take it. Don't matter.
I say another situation where Becky just kind of has to win.
Oh, for
just
real?
Because they've put her. Well, I mean, they put her in this position so quickly that if she turns on Lyra and then loses immediately, then what else do you really do with Becky Lynch? Unless you just want to do like a CM Punk Drew McIntyre thing, and now Becky is just Lyra's biggest hater. But I feel like this is like a WrestleMania match or somewhere near. I know my prediction.
I thought it was gonna be SummerSlam. I ain't gonna lie.
It's very far away. But my WrestleMania 42 prediction is like Io versus Lyra, because I could see them doing something like that. So, I mean, I have no clue. It could go anyway.
Yeah. What you think, DC? You think Lyra should retain, or you think Becky should come back and claim gold? The second ever women's intercontinental champion.
Before I give my prediction on this, I want to say something real quick.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
This whole build up for the Becky return, I just want to say they did Bailey so dirty, bro.
Yes, bro.
So dirty.
Bro, she finna be all elite. And that bitch finna be on. That bitch finna be on AEW with Mercedes. I'm gonna just say Sasha Banks, bro. She gonna be on AEW with Sasha Banks, bro. And that sucks because she does deserve better, bro. She was a workhorse for the WWE, like since she returned with Damage Control, and even after, like, I mean, they did I guess you could say congratulate her by having her win the Royal Rumble, but it's like, damn, they have to let her go out like this. This kind of crazy. Like, this is actually kind of sad. Like, I feel bad for Bailey, bro. She deserves better, bro. Ain't no way. It just ain't no way.
Here's my thing. That they had Bailey and Lyra team up for weeks. I
appreciate that. Bro,
did the little gauntlet match just for Bailey to be taken out the day before Becky comes in. Which is like, why couldn't you just have Becky be in Bailey's spot in the first place? You just wasted her time.
The only thing I could think of for that scenario is like maybe they didn't know Becky was gonna return at Mania, and she did. But it's like that's just dirty, bro. Like you said, how do you have her go through these gauntlet matches with Lyra, and then literally like what was it? Literally the day before, right? Or like a couple days before Mania, the match, they ruled her out. So it was like, that is just crazy, bro. And maybe she actually got hurt. Who knows? Like, nobody really knows. But, bro, that's just dirty, bro. Like, hopefully Bailey hopefully they get right with Bailey, bro. I'd hate to see her go to AEW. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm an AEW hater, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I don't even like AEW. Like, bro, I feel like they just in the way, bro. I can't stand AEW. They're on that same list as Rey Mysterio, Sami Zayn, all those jobbers. Like, they on that same list of, like, the things I hate, bro. I can't stand AEW. Like, that off-brand T-move behind, like, WWE wannabe brand. Like, nobody even care about AEW. That trash.
This man has 0 good takes.
I'm sorry. I can't rage bait. I can't rage bait. I'm trying to get the AEW. I'm trying to garner that heat. I'm trying to garner that heat from the AEW fans. But now on a real note though, screw AEW. WWE will always be the better brand. But to get back on topic,
Stand up
Backlash.
for WWE.
Nah, cause it's like, bro, nobody want to watch. Never mind. I ain't even finna like change the subject too much. But now last but not least, I think we talked about this last week a bit more. But John Cena versus Randy Orton. We don't have to harp on this one for too long because obviously we already talked about it last week. But I do want to get you guys' opinion on the match and how the feud is going. And I wasn't able to watch Monday Night Raw this week, so if they had an appearance there, let me know. But
new best friend.
I know SmackDown they had a promo, and shout out to Beacon for the 5 bits. I appreciate that. But yeah, like, what are y'all thoughts on the feud so far? I guess you could say. I don't want to say about the match because I want to save our predictions for whenever they actually have the match cards. But what y'all think about the feud so far? I'll say about that much. And you can start us off, Mason. My fault. We're just going rotation. I'll ask the question, you can answer, and then Dixie and then me. Just so there ain't my fault.
Yeah.
If you good, Beacon, you're good.
If Dixie watched, he's probably the better person to start. I did not watch Raw either. I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch most weekly shows. I was getting off work and I was probably tired.
Did they have a promo?
They
Dixie?
made the match official this week. Yeah.
Yeah, they made the match official, but I don't think they were on Raw.
Oh, okay. Well, what are y'all thoughts on the feud so far? Like, the build up and the promos and this and that. Like, shoot, get y'all's rocks off. Pause. I gotta stop saying that shit. That shit sounds zesty. My fault. Bro, it's just bro.
What do you want from me right now, bro?
So it's like,
what you want me to do, gang?
well, I think the feud has been like interesting. Like, so far, I think the only 2 matches or promos that we've had, it's in it and John Cena getting RKO'd, like back-to-back like shows. I think it was Monday Night Raw, the Raw after Mania, and then this past Friday Night SmackDown. And they weren't bad, but it's like, it still doesn't feel real to me. Like, it feels so weird, John Cena being the heel and Randy Orton being the face. It just feels so, I don't know, it feels awkward. Like, it feels different, bro. And that's not a bad thing. It just makes me feel weird. And like Mason was saying, I'm glad the fans are finally, like, I don't want to say booing John Cena, but they're cheering for Randy Orton. Like, because which I knew it wouldn't, but I didn't want us to have the same problem that Cody Rhodes had, he was the face and he was getting booed, and John Cena is getting cheered and he's the heel. I think it's more so like the fans are mixed on John Cena, like they're booing and they're cheering, but they're all in, like they're all cheering for Randy Orton, and that's what I wanted to see. Like, I really loved to see that from the WWE universe, bro. Like, shout out to them, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully the build up is good. Like I said, I hope it's just not the same thing. Oh, they're coming out talking every single week. Like, maybe Randy Orton has a match and John Cena comes, like, just something, bro. Like, cause I ain't gonna lie, like, even with the Cody John Cena build up, like, it was kind of bland. Like, it was the same thing every single week. And maybe that's John Cena playing. He did say he's gonna ruin wrestling, so hey, go ahead and ruin that bit then, twin. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and ruin that bit. Go ahead and ruin that bit if you're going to ruin it.
I think...
I wanted to see more, though. I
think John Cena... Or not John Cena. I think it was funny that Randy's reaction to that was telling John to go home and be a father.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
He don't even got kids. That's crazier. He said, go make some.
That was wild. I will say, that was crazy. I liked it, though. It brought it to life.
Oh, you can tell, what's his name? Randy Orton hasn't been watching Total Divas, though. Everybody knows John Cena hates kids.
For real. I don't blame him, though. W hate kids. We hate kids. Bro, Donnie said they weren't on Raw this week. Okay. Thank you. But, yeah, I think that feud has been good, though. I think it's, like, I want to see more. If this is going to be the final time that we get Randy Orton versus John Cena, I have to see more than just them coming out and promoing every single week. Like, bro, I have to see more, bro. Like, whether it's like John Cena going to Randy Orton's house and beating up his kids, like, I'd like to see that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you talking about, oh, I need to go home and make some kids. How about you go home and be with yours? And you know what I'm saying? John Cena beating up his daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's how you really garner heat. That's how you really
it's
garner
crazy.
heat,
You're
bro.
cooking, though.
I am, bro. Like, And it's
I
like I said,
John Cena punt kick Randy Orton's relatives.
Bro, imagine if John Cena did the punt kick, bro. It wouldn't hit the same as when Randy does it, but that would actually be so funny, bro. Swear. I'd be like, what? That'd be crazy. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I just don't want to see them do a promo battle every single week, bro. Like, I want to see some action, bro. Like, I want to see them really, like, build this feud up. Like, especially if this is the last time we're going to get John Cena versus Randy Orton. You feel me? So it's like, I need that. I need that. I need it. You know what I'm saying? I need it to be entertaining.
It's lacking something so far. I think they're trying to live off nostalgia, and this is Triple H booking, so who knows? And I think the other issue is that there's only one more.
Oh, hang on, they cut out.
2 more weeks of build. I don't know my dates for sure. Yeah, there's like 1 more week of build. So yeah, they gotta fire this up somehow. It feels like a very tame rivalry. It's like we're just doing this just to do it. Exactly. And I need them to do it because they hate each other.
Exactly, bro. Or like, bro, I need something more than just that. But yeah, like, and
yo, I just got a fire idea.
Okay, cook up.
What if John Cena takes a play out of Randy Orton's playbook and he kisses his wife?
That would be crazy. Hey, that would be nasty work. Yo. I don't think. Do you think Triple H would allow them to do that in the Big 25? That was more Vince.
I think he would allow.
You know, Vince would allow that shit. Hey, you know, Vince would.
And Randy Orton want to do it.
Hey, all I'm saying is, you know,
Thunder let him do it in 2009.
Vince would let him do it. That's all I'm gonna say. Vince would let him do it. Not saying Vince need to be back, but
I'm caping for this man.
No, I'm just saying Vince would have did it, bro. That's all I'm saying. Vince would have pulled the trigger ages ago. We would have had John Cena versus Randy at Mania, but that's neither here or there. But I just hopefully the feud is just getting started and they're actually gonna start like building onto something, because it's like you said, right now it's like, oh, we're just having John Cena versus Randy Orton because it's John Cena and Randy Orton, and I hope that's not the case, bro, because then I don't think that the match gonna hit like we all want it to, and then we're gonna have people saying, oh, that match was awful, oh, this and that, and then just like how they was with Cody versus John Cena, but we didn't get nothing to build to make us excited for the Cody versus John Cena match or feud. The only thing that we're banking on was it was the main event of night 2, and that maybe would have something like Bloodline Rules where The Rock and all these shenanigans are happening on WrestleMania, and we were hoping that we would get a bigger payoff, and we didn't. And so people were like, oh, this match is trash and this and that. When in all reality, like, you set yourself up for failure, because I personally didn't expect nothing too crazy out of John Cena versus Cody. Yeah, I thought The Rock was going to return, but I knew it was going to live up to the hype that Roman and Cody did at WrestleMania 40. I think it was 40, right? In Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And we talked about it earlier, Gunther being able to put on a 5-star classic against anybody. Like, do y'all think Gunther and 99 other wrestlers could take on a gorilla? Like a silverback gorilla. Like, not just like no regular, like I'm talking about like a silverback gorilla. So do y'all think 100 wrestlers could take on one gorilla, bro? Let's be honest. Let's talk about it, bro. Let's spark the convo, bro. You don't even got to be a wrestling fan. Do y'all think 100 wrestlers could take on one gorilla, bro? Let's be real, bro.
Yes.
I don't know, bro. Those Samoans be crazy. Those Samoans do be crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if we get are we talking like current roster?
Hey, bro, it's you take 100 of any wrestlers. It don't even matter. It could be AEW, WWE, New Japan. Like, it could be any wrestler, bro. Like, we just need 100 of them. We'll do all time. Freak it. We'll do all time.
Okay, I know my number 1 draft pick.
I bet. Who?
Give me Chris Benoit.
Oh. Nah, that's actually nasty word. Shout out to Chris though, man. Shout out to Chris.
Oh
no! What?
What?
What do you mean?
I'm saying, so like, shout out to Chris Benoit, the wrestler, bro, not the human. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out, like, bro, I'm good at separating the art from the artist, bro. Like, come on, dude. But I'm saying, y'all
don't have to. You don't have. Everybody's biased. I'm biased too.
So y'all don't think 100 wrestlers could be one gorilla? Like, it's one gorilla, bro. Like, what's the
absolutely
worst
they could.
They
absolutely they could.
Like,
fought 2-1.
I think you see the reason I think 100 people in general could beat a gorilla is because we're better at like group planning and stuff.
Nah, bro.
So I guess the gorilla actually might have an advantage because a lot of these wrestlers got CTE, so you know they might not be all there.
Especially
so
his number one overall pick.
They might not be able to think clearly.
Yeah,
especially that guy.
Nah, but I don't know,
think
bro.
About nothing but hell.
I think the gorilla got it in the bag though, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, like bro, it's a gorilla, bro. Like or let me ask y'all this: if you had to be like the third or fourth person to target the gorilla, what are you targeting? Like it ain't like y'all can be like, oh, let me take out his arm. What y'all gonna do? Break the gorilla arm? It's he big as hell. He finna just throw you off. He finna sling you off. And don't let him get the jumping. If he start jumping, oh, it's Jover. They been taking out 6 at a time. Like he's stomping people. Like
let me get to jumping. All right, bro. The gorillas are 5 foot tall at the most.
They be like 5'11" on a good day.
I'm gonna do a mark.
But it's one of the swole. It's one of the swole gorillas. It ain't no regular gorilla, bro. It ain't no regular gorilla. It's like one of the swole ones.
I'm stomping on him. I'm stomping on him like Mario. That's what I'm doing. He's short. He is a little man.
I mean, he's swole as hell, though.
You want to hear?
Chat, can somebody fact check this? How much do gorillas weigh? Like, on average. And gorillas...
You gotta grab
grab
his gorilla dick and twist it.
Wait. That's actually
crazy.
A good question.
You don't got a lot to grab.
Nah, wait. I was about to ask, like...
You don't got a lot to grab.
Do they even got, you know what I'm saying? They got those down there? Like, out of all the images I seen, I ain't never seen no gorilla dick. Nah, I'm just saying, like... These are questions foolish. These are questions that need to be answered. Like, we got to take those into effect. Because, I mean, if you can, like, bro, you can just kick the gorilla in the dick. You know what I'm saying? But it's like...
This is why we come here to talk about
like, but I'm saying, like...
I was to say...
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'll let you finish. I had a similar thing I wanted to ask about this.
Because it's like, I mean, it ain't like you could just go out there and suplex a gorilla. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that thing, bro, it's almost 500 pounds. Which I'm
fighting dirty. I don't know what else.
They ain't no weapons, though. They ain't no weapons or nothing. Like, maybe you can pick up a stick off the ground, but it's like...
There's dirt on the ground. I can
that's a good strategy. That's a good strategy.
I'm doing something. I'm not letting him get within range of me. I know that. Well, I mean, I can't outrun him, but I'm not gonna let him like get within. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna let him get within reach though.
But like,
what you mean it ain't no fighting dirty?
I'll say
if it's supposed to be like a fight, if it's supposed to be a fight out in nature, death, bro. I'm definitely fighting dirty.
So wait, so like, like if you said you're not gonna let him get into like reaching difference. Like, what you gonna do, though? Like, to keep him out of your distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, while also attacking him.
I don't... Throw dirt in his eye. I don't know what you want from me. Throw dirt in his eye.
I'm gonna throw dirt.
That's the thing. I don't... Because if I'm forced to fight, if they're like 100v1 and it's not stopping until one group dies, so I have to fight. I mean, I'm doing what I can. I'm definitely not going to be the first one in there. I know that.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll be the sacrifice. I'm being first in that bit. No, let me stop.
That's crazy.
Hey, now on God though, hey, DC actually sent me a clip, but that shit was so funny. It was a clip of Seth Rollins turning on the Shield, and it said me turning on the last. It said me turning on the last 3 survivors to side with the gorilla. Hey, swear to God, I'm hitting my team.
Be us 3.
Hey, I would hit.
I don't know who got the chair. That's gonna be us 3 though.
Hey, for real, bro. I mean, DC is like the Seth Rollins of the pod, so my back is broken.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Donnie said by the time you think about picking up the dirt, that gorilla is breaking your neck or your arms. I don't know, bro.
How fast does he think gorillas are?
I mean, they pretty fast. Y'all want to pull up the footage?
Yeah.
Let's watch the film on the gorilla, chat.
Now here. Look, man. I know some science. Gorillas move like 40 miles per hour. Obviously, it's gonna be fast.
Let's just Google
faster
it.
than that.
I'm assuming if we're starting the fight, I'm gonna have some distance on the gorilla. I feel like y'all are overrating how strong.
Do you think he's faster than Fraxium though? The fastest tag team of all time.
No. Oh hell no. Absolutely not.
Let's ask Siri. Hey Siri, on average, how fast are gorillas? Oh, Beacon is like ChatGPT, I guess. He says silverback gorillas can reach speeds of up to 20 to 25 miles per hour in short bursts. I ain't gonna lie, something that big, that fast, That's fast. Like something that big and that fast.
That's the other thing.
That's like Mark. That's no. Listen, wait. That's like Mark Henry being able to run a 4 flat. That's fast.
Oh.
Like imagine Mark Henry, but with Nathan Frazier speed. Let's be real. Let's be real, bro. And no, I didn't say Mark Henry because he's big and black, and I'm in the gorilla. Like I wasn't comparing those two. I was just saying because he's big. Because he's. I was saying because he's big in general, bro. Like, bro. Like, bro. They said we don't.
He's like, I know what you are.
Bro said we don't have the strength or speed of a gorilla. But though, it's like it's a lot of us, bro. Y'all don't. I think a lot of people don't take into fact how like that's a lot of people. 100 people is a lot. Like that's a lot of people.
Olympic runners can go like 20 miles per hour. But that's the other thing though. He said 20 to 25 miles per hour for a gorilla in short bursts. So the important part of that, and the reason why I think people sweep easily, is that gorillas aren't gonna be fighting that hard for that long. Now, obviously, even when they're tired, they're still gonna be stronger than most of us. But you think a gorilla is gonna have the time to kill 100 people before it gets tired?
It depends on the formation. Like it depends on the formation. If we all lining up and taking,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like it depends on the formation. Like if everybody in the crowd and they all going on them at once, absolutely, bro. I think all he got to do is do 360s 5 times in a row and we're cooked, bro. But if we all lining up and we just in a single foul line and we're like, all right, you're next, buddy, and then we wouldn't be winning them, we're also cooked. Like there really isn't it's no formation.
Yeah, that was crazy.
it's no formation to where it's like, okay, maybe the humans got a chance unless they're like, I don't know, bro. Like I need Greg Popovich or damn Phil Jackson to come out here and coach the 100 men into winning this, or we need a Paul Heyman or somebody, because there ain't no way, bro.
I was gonna say, you just need one smart person in the group who's like, this is how you do it. Because I mean, if we get 100 people, say it's like every person on Earth, you think there's not bound to be a naturalist or something, somebody who knows about.
I mean, the question was 100 wrestlers. The question was 100 wrestlers versus one gorilla. Yeah.
They asked it on what was it? It's like on one of their Twitter, TikTok videos.
They did?
They asked a question to a bunch of people. Julius Creed got a degree. Put him in there. He know about nature or whatever.
For real? So y'all
I'm not saying.
Wait, so what you think, Dixie? So you think 100 wrestlers can beat one gorilla?
One gorilla versus 100 Kurt Angles.
All jokes aside, give me one Roman Reigns versus 100 gorillas. I got Roman at 5. That's all I'm gonna say. 100 gorillas versus one John Cena. They gonna need 1,000. They gonna need 1,000 to take down the tribal chief. Let's be real.
Under a boostable bundle, WWE Royal Rumble. Roman at 5.
Yes, bro. Wait, so Dixie, what you think? You think 100? You think 100 gorillas? You think 100 wrestlers can beat one wrestler? I can't speak. So you think 100 wrestlers can beat one gorilla?
I think so.
For real?
Hey, I feel like you just get like 100 Samoans on there. You get like 100 Jacob Fatu's. The gorilla is cooked.
We just get the whole NOIE family.
Really, we just need Mr. Beast to put this thing to the test.
To the test.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, also this
Mr.
ain't.
Beast, I'll sign up.
Yes, bro. Like
that's crazy.
Mr. Beast, I'll sign up.
Yo, us three, we'll be on the front line. Hey, yes, bro. We'll be on the front lines, bro. And everybody that's in the chat right now, they being in that 100 men too, right? Like Beacon, Donnie, Nico, y'all all in that. Bro, I feel like we could take them. Like, bro said no. Nah, bro, I feel like, bro, at some point, bro, you got to put your pride aside and fight for what's right. And that's to see if 100 men can beat one gorilla. Like, everybody want to talk about the state of the world right now, the economy and things of that nature. We need to be talking. We need to get down to the nitty gritty. Can a gorilla beat 100 men? Mr. Beast put us on, bro. Like, let us. I want to know. Like, word. We all three, all of us in the chat right now, we gonna fight that gorilla, bro. We can take him down. Ain't nothing a couple, you know what I'm saying, gut punches can't do, you know what I'm saying? Right? Everybody with me now.
I got
one by the gorilla.
I got a better question though. Question.
Bet.
100 tanning beds versus Braun Breaker.
Oh my god.
Give me Braun Breaker at 5. Give me Braun Breaker at 5, bro.
Can he go through 100 different tanning sessions without dying of cancer or radiation or whatever?
Yeah, give me Braun Breaker in 5. Tanning bed, ant bed, sleeping bed, Braun Breaker in 5, bro. Like, it don't matter how many tanning beds. You can throw 1,000 of tanning beds at him. Braun Breaker gonna come out supreme. So is Paul Heyman.
Y'all think?
You said we think
y'all
what?
think Braun gonna be darker than y'all think Braun gonna be darker than Jay Bird by the end of the year?
Shit, he darker than me right now. Hey, he darker than me right now, bro. He got a mean tan, bro.
Might be me dark.
They said don't Braun
might
live
be this dark.
They said don't Braun live in Florida. I think so, right? Which I mean, he probably be on the road since he be on Raw, but ain't gonna. He got his tanning advice
from all tanning.
He got his tanning advice from Paul Heyman, like, cause you remember at one point Paul Heyman had that orange stuff all over him, bro, like an Oompa Loompa. He got that advice from
Braun. Trying to look like Trump, bro.
Yeah, Braun Breaker right on his tail, bro. But, hey, wait, Loki. If you got a couple Braun Breakers in that 100 wrestlers, I ain't gonna lie, Spear.
A couple.
Like, ain't gonna lie, Spear from Braun Breaker. He might take down that gorilla by himself.
Doing business.
Braun Breaker might take the gorilla down by himself with a spear. Like, ain't gonna lie, he doing one of them full speed spears. He at least taking out
20 miles per hour.
He at least taking out a leg. I ain't gonna lie. He at least taking out. He might blow his shoulder out and never can wrestle again. But he at least taking a leg out. I can see that. Donnie said Braun was tanning before Heyman. Oh, that's tough, bro. That's tough.
I need to ban him from every tanning bed.
Shout out to Braun Breaker. It don't look that bad though.
From every single
I kind of like it
in the world.
Y'all don't fuck with the tanning bed, Braun Breaker.
He gets darker by the week.
Hey, bro.
I think the darker he gets, the better he gets.
Honestly. Yes, bro. You know what they say. What I mean, you know, people been saying that Triple H don't like. He only book whites. Like he only book white people. Like he don't book. He don't book.
Yeah,
us.
he can't. He can't get too dark. He's not gonna be on any more pay-per-views.
Bro said Braun Breaker trying to change the narrative. Swear, bro. I can see that though.
Braun gonna walk up to Triple H one of these days, and you know that thing with the Peter Griffin and the police officer got the chart next to him. It's like dark.
Bro, yeah.
It's like okay.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. That's actually crazy.
We never seeing him on another pay-per-view.
Bro, for real. But wait until Seth Rollins turn on Braun Breaker next, bro. It's gonna be nasty. But
they gonna put him on the Street Profits.
Nah, yo, that's actually crazy. Nah, that's actually crazy. They
hurt people.
They finna throw him in there with the dark states. No. Yeah, sir. Let me cook.
He's not even all black.
Yes. Nah, but it'd be foul.
Ain't there literally a white guy in that group?
Yeah, but I mean, it's the dark state.
You got that random ass white guy.
It is random.
That guy?
But it is the dark state.
I have no clue.
Hey yo, how come every time
his first match?
Y'all watched Invincible before, right? Or y'all know how like Invincible, like whenever the scene finna start, or if they say Invincible, and then in the theme, the logo or pull up. When I say Dark State, that's all I can imagine in my head, like a logo of the Dark State popping up, like the Dark State, boom, or something like crazy, like a Netflix, boom. I don't know what it is, bro. Like it's the Dark State, bro. I'm all behind the Dark State.
Actually. If you were in charge of like the social media team and you kept making videos like that, where like, you know, Dark State's doing stuff and then somebody says their name and it's just I think you could actually
that low-key would get them over.
I think you get them more popular. I think you get them more popular than Shawn Michaels is doing right now.
Nah, you cooking. I would love that, bro. They need to do that right now. I'm gonna pitch it to Shawn Michaels when we get off the, you know what I'm saying, the pod. You know what I'm saying?
we gonna call him.
Yeah, because we got connections, chat. Like, all 10 of y'all in the chat, we gonna be in the 100 men versus one gorilla. So y'all make sure y'all training. We need those push-ups. Get that cardio in. We in there. We fighting the gorilla, bro. Why he said we? Yeah, like us. Like me, Mason, Dixie, and all of y'all in chat right now. Especially if you sub.
My name not even Mason.
Yeah. Damn, they said I don't speak French. Bro, so y'all telling me y'all scared of one gorilla, bro? Come on, bro. It's just one.
Wait, why did it censor French?
Huh? Oh, it didn't censor it for me.
You see?
It's like, oh,
I'm looking at the Twitch chat.
Damn, stream elements might be racist, but I don't know though.
They hate French people too. I understand.
Wait, Beacon said he's scared. Ah, hell nah. You scared of a gorilla, bro? It's just one. Like, see, that's how you gotta talk to your teammates so that you can like kind of like bait somebody else into going first. Like you gotta be like, bro, it's just one gorilla. Like you can take it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's how you bait your teammates into. Like yeah, bro, y'all go get it, bro. Like come on, guys.
We need like a Ray Lewis like pregame speech.
Yes,
like,
bro.
Like, the type of guy.
Hey, nah. One more question before we move on to the next topic. But like, how do you like? Starting with you, Mason, like, how do you even game plan against a gorilla? Especially since y'all think that 100 men could take on a gorilla. Like, if y'all had to come up with a plan to take down a gorilla, what y'all doing?
Climbing on his back, put him in a chokehold.
I was to say, as someone who is 270 pounds, I'm definitely the guy, like, after the gorilla gets tired, I'm definitely one of the people jumping on his back.
You think he gonna let you, though?
We got a dog pilot. Real.
Yes. You think the gorilla gonna let us all get behind him and jump on his back?
If he's fighting like 20 other people,
he gotta be fighting like 50.
Then yes, he's gonna be distracted.
He gotta be fighting like 50 at least,
okay,
bro.
Y'all are crazy.
Bro, you think bro? He gonna kill 20 people in 20 seconds. Like he might take
if
one.
A gorilla, if
bro,
this is crazy.
The gorilla gonna take one person and gonna be swinging everybody. He gonna take one person and use him as a bat and start smacking everybody with him. I'm telling you, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Look, we're doing a lot of assumptions for this thing in general. If a gorilla saw 20 people, 20 just regular dudes in the wild walking up to him, that gorilla is running away. They are not confrontational, and
no,
they know
we
they're
trapped
not
in the
about to
cage
fight
with
20
it.
people
No,
either.
we're trapped in the cage. It ain't no running away. We trapped in the cage.
Trapped in the cage. That means he got even less room to work with.
All right, so let's say we're in an arena, right? Let's just say a WWE stadium, for example. The humans are on one corner, and
we're in the middle of the ring with a gorilla,
and the gorilla is on the other corner. You don't think he finna just charge at like he finna charge at us and kill at least 50 of the people in the group? That right there, we're already halfway through the list, bro.
You think he's strong enough? Okay, hold on.
Yes,
you think
bro.
He's strong enough to kill 50 people at
he's
once?
400.
You're wild,
bro. You don't think, bro? Not probably like simultaneously, but I do think he running in that crowd and we just flying like flies. Like, bro, nobody finna be able to. Like, come on, bro. That's a gorilla. Like,
Can't
bro,
take a little 10-foot fall. That's crazy.
No, that's crazy, bro. It's literally a silverback gorilla, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know, bro. I'd have to see it. Which
I feel like if you're in a crowd, if you're in a crowd of 100 people and you're scared of one gorilla, I think it's survival of the fittest at that point. I think it's you.
Bro,
100 people and you're scared of one gorilla.
But who else gonna build up the confidence to fight the gorilla though? Cause I ain't gonna lie, if I'm in that 100 people, I'm like, yeah, bro, like y'all, like let's get it. But I'm not gonna run out there first though. Like I said, like if we had to coordinate a plan to fight the gorilla, who going out there first? Cause cause you can't be like, oh, all right, everybody charge at once. Cause I ain't gonna lie, they gonna be at least a couple people that be like, oh, I'm gonna just like bait, like I'm a fake go up. I'm like, yeah, let's go, and then I'm gonna stay. Oh yeah, forever. So it's like, bro, how like I don't see it, bro. I feel like the humans are gonna be too scared, even if it is just one gorilla.
If you're assuming that the humans are too scared, then the gorilla would be too scared too. I think that's the main thing.
I think a scary gorilla would be able to take out 100 scary men. You don't think so?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Because they wouldn't be able to think to think and come up with the actual plan.
Because a scary gorilla is like, at that point he's gonna be in panic mode, so he really gonna be just swinging like and killing so many people left and right. I can see it, bro.
And then he gets tired quicker, and then they all stomp on his head.
I don't know. I mean, it's gonna have to take 100 curb stomps from Seth Rollins, like 100 people simultaneously curb stomping him to be able to smash a gorilla's head, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know, bro.
And I'd do it. I'd be 30th in the line. Just waiting. I'll be talking all kind of trash. I'll be like, wait till y'all see me stomp this gorilla headed.
I don't see it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, we might be cooked as humans, bro. Like us three and the 10 and the 8 in the chat,
we
like
can do it. No, not us.
We
can do it.
Us
100 people can do it.
Us 100 might be cooked, bro. Like, dang,
no. No.
Bro, somebody asked
I think y'all
Jaybird.
overestimating the gorilla.
Somebody said, who do you think would win, 100 Rey Mysterios or one silverback gorilla? One silverback gorilla, and it's not close. Like, I'm so far to say, so picture this. Close y'all's eyes. Imagine the gorilla, one hand with a Rey Mysterio, like Rey Mysterio in one hand and Rey Mysterio in the other hand, and he just smacking all the Rey Mysterios because that's how they would book Rey Mysterio to lose. Like, he would get beat up by himself. Like, he would get beat so bad that the Rey Mysterios would be fighting each other just to limit the damage from the gorilla, bro. Like, bro, heck no, bro. Give me the silverback gorilla in 4. He's sweeping. It's a clean sweep, and it's not even close. Like, it's not close at all, bro. He's short. Like, Rey Mysterio's short. And
he's taller than the gorilla. He's taller than the gorilla.
And he trash. And he old. And he ugly. And he bald.
This is the Rey Mysterio hate.
Hey,
and he bald.
You can say a lot of things about Rey Mysterio. You cannot call him ugly. You cannot call him. Have you seen that man?
Right, he ugly as hell. And he bald. Hey, what can Shay say? Why you bald? Why you ugly? Like, he both. Like, damn, he bald and ugly. Like, bro. Screw Rey Mysterio, bro. I gotta at least get one Rey Mysterio hate speech in before every pod, like before we end every pod, cause like, bro, he bald. Like, boo this man. Like, I can't stand Rey Mysterio. I wish they would book him as a heel, so maybe that'd give me something to root for. Like, boo Rey Mysterio, bro. Can't stand that man, bro.
We'll boo you. We'll boo you. How about that?
He said, "Damn, you disrespecting Rey? Hell yeah, screw Rey Mysterio. Hey, what Rey Mysterio ever did for me? Yeah, exactly." Bro, let me know.
He need to buy his son a Lambo.
I'm saying, like, bro, bro, name me one other superstar that's getting their head squashed in by the great Khali like Rey Mysterio was. Exactly, bro. Boo, he suck. He sucked. Rey Mysterio's trash. Bro, Batista was justified for beating the crap out of Rey Mysterio like he did. Bro, my cheeks, bro, I was smiling from ear to ear, bro. Like, bro, I was happy, bro. Like,
you're supposed to be my friend.
I'm saying, like, bro, Batista could, bro. He was justified, like, bro. Like, what, like, everybody know.
Please.
Nah, cause it's like, bro, everybody knew Batista was supposed to be, like, the World Heavyweight Championship. Nobody want to see Rey Mysterio get no World Championship with your little ugly ass. Like, bro, you a mid-carder till you, like, retired. You a bot. So it's like, bro, why you trying to come over here and step on Batista's toes? Like, why he trying to step on Batista's toes? Like, bro, he can't break bread. Like, bro, let Batista like get his little like, bro. Can't stand that man. Can't stand Rey Mysterio. I can't wait until he retire, bro. He don't deserve my praise. He don't deserve my praise. It is sad that he got hurt though with his little ugly old ass. His ass should have retired when he had the chance. Now he got to go out on the WWE's terms. Shaking my head. All right, that's enough on Rey Mysterio.
I got one more thing.
Go ahead.
The whole 100 wrestlers versus the gorilla thing got me thinking. Y'all remember when they did the 11 people from the Raw roster against the Shield? That one random.
Yes.
That was random.
That's
all like. Bro, they had all them jobbers out there getting their asses beat. They did my boy Zack Ryder so dirty.
So dirty. That was crazy, bro. And speaking of Zack Ryder, what brand is he on? Ain't he on TNA? Or is he on one of like the indie promotional?
Yeah, I think he's still doing independent stuff.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He could be.
Did he end up in a ROH? I feel like that's where.
I have no clue. But
no clue.
But I brought that up to bring this up. So I seen this post on Twitter, right? And I dimmed it to y'all if y'all want to like actually see the image or whatnot. But it had 4 contracts on the table, chat. There was a WWE contract, a AEW contract, a New Japan contract, and a TNA contract, all with different incentives. And so I was like, bro, this would be fire to talk about on the pod. And I pull it up on my phone so I can also get a better, because I can't really see it off the stream. And I'll just quickly run through the contracts just so the chat, you know what I'm saying, have an understanding of how the contracts work. So if you chose to sign with TNA, your contract length would be for 3 years, $200,000. You would be a face of the X division. I don't watch TNA like that, so I don't really know what that means. Your mentor would be Tommy Dreamer. Your bonus would be guaranteed a year-long X division title run. That's for TNA, chat. Then for New Japan, you would have an 8-year-long contract, up to $100,000. You would be a main eventer. Your mentor would be, sorry if I butchered this guy's name. I don't watch New Japan, but Katsuyori Shibata. Like I said, I don't be watching New Japan like that, bro. And it said the bonus would be you will be the new leader of the Bullet Club. So that's actually pretty interesting. Then the AEW contract, you got a 5-year contract up to $400,000 a year. I'm assuming. Ain't that how that work? Ain't it like a year, or is that like over the entirety of the contract?
Yeah, I think it's per year.
Yeah, so you get $400 a year.
Per year.
And the role on AEW you would have is a mid-carder. You would be a mid-carder. Your mentor would be Christopher Daniels. The bonus that you would get is a guaranteed at least at one TNT title run. And then last but not least, the main, you know what I'm saying, the main wrestling program, the greatest wrestling program of all time, WWE.
Here comes the Glade.
You have a 2-year contract up to $500K a year. But you would be booked as Rey Mysterio, like a jobber. Like you would be booked as like Rey Mysterio. Your mentor would be Rey Mysterio, aka or it'd be Tyson Kidd. You will appear on Raw or SmackDown once every month. But you would be booked as a jobber, like Rey Mysterio. But like, yeah, a jobber. Yeah. So, who wanna start us off? I can go if y'all want me to. I go.
Even though I know where this is going.
No. Let me cook. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. Fuck, I don't think I'm ready. I think, low-key, give me the TNA contract because I feel like that's a decent amount of money, and I can build my name up in TNA. I'll be the face of the X division. Like I said, I don't know what the X division is. Like, so you know what I'm saying, word. But you'd be a face of the X division. You get Tommy Dreamer, a WWE legend. He definitely has connections. He could get you in the door of WWE. So I could build my name up in TNA almost like a Joe Hendry, or you know what I'm saying. I could just build my name up like a Jordan Grace. I think didn't she start off in TNA and now she's literally a top superstar on NXT now. And so I'd start off on TNA and then I'd like. Eventually, after my contract is up, because it's only a 3-year contract. So it's after my contract up, if the offer is still there, I'm taking WWE. But I'm only going TNA just so I can get my foot in the door for WWE. Because don't they have that like partnership going on, like TNA and WWE? Yeah. So I think that's the most realistic option that I would take. If my agent brought me 4 contracts and these were the contracts, I'm taking the TNA contract. Because I would never ever take no lame ass AEW contract and work for that lame ass guy God. Tony Khan. Like TK, bro, hell no. Give me TNA, and give me TNA, baby. Y'all can go. Y'all can take the floor.
This man is so nasty.
Oh.
I'm gonna give you some great career advice, Jay Bird.
Okay, let me go.
The contract I would take is the New Japan contract.
See, I was gonna take that one, but that's 8 years, bro. That's 8 years, and that's only $100K.
It's gonna be a while. Look, it's good for me anyway. I'm assuming this is like however old I am now. So when I'm done with New Japan, I'm gonna be 30.
Damn.
And I'm basically gonna be in the prime of my career. I'm 22 now. What are we doing?
I'm joking.
So you almost there, Unc. I don't even want to hear it. But what is it? You get the New Japan contract. You get to be a main eventer. You get an instant main event spot. I think that's the main thing. So you don't even have to do like all the hard work or anything. You don't have to get you don't even get your wrestling ability up that much. You're just immediately in the main event, and you're the leader of the Bullet Club. That name recognition.
Yes, I was about to say
so far because
no, go
for
ahead.
the people who don't know, New Japan's in like its probably worst or second worst era right now, and they still get like all this. I'm not trying to hate on New Japan. I actually do watch, but they're still getting a lot of praise. It's like, they have the best wrestling on the planet, like technically, anyway. And so, doing that, I'm just gonna get an easy ride to whichever company I want in America, because both of them are gonna be like, this guy was a former champion or former top guy in Japan, so he's gonna cook for us. Like, Triple H is gonna love that. Tony Khan's gonna love that.
It'd be like a Will Ospreay type of thing, right? I don't disagree. I think the New Japan contract would be a really good one. I just don't like that length and that salary, because you gotta think, bro. like 100,000 a year, like that ain't all that. I mean, compared to the rest of them at least, and that's 8 years. You know what I'm saying?
Living in Japan.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like us as Americans, like that'd be a big adjusting thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know a lick of Japanese, so I'd be cooked. But like I don't know if that's something.
Learning. You got
like
a long time to learn.
Yeah, that's 8 years. So nah, yeah, I think that's a good one. It's just 8 years, bro. Like I'm trying to get the WWE. I'm trying to wrestle some of the goats before they go out. You know what I'm saying? So but that is a good one though. I do like that one. DC, what you think? What you think, DC?
I'm agreeing with you, and I'm taking that TNA contract. I made that decision yesterday too.
Yes, bro. I'm just glad nobody chose that trash ass AEW contract on that trash brand led by TK, bro.
Honestly though,
I would never watch AEW. I'm a hater.
Like if I didn't pick the TNA contract already, it was between AEW and TNA though.
Ew.
That was my decision.
Bro, I can't.
That was like what?
The thing a lot of us don't realize, well, I guess it's about AEW and TNA. The work schedule is a lot better because if you're in WWE or New Japan, you're gonna be working like 5 days a week probably because they New Japan also does a bunch of house shows, so you're gonna be in those house shows a lot, or their tours or whatever. So with AEW, at most you'll be around once or twice a week, and then TNA, I think only once a week because they only have one show. So.
Damn, so your back's gonna be cooked on New Japan. Like your back on New Japan is gonna be cooked, bro. Because you're gonna be the main eventer, so you know they're gonna be wanting you on most shows. So by the time you're 30, you're gonna have the body of a current day of Triple H. Like,
but they also do a lot of tag team matches. That's the thing. Yeah. So I wouldn't spend 20 years there because they definitely will run me into the ground. I mean, we see what Tanahashi and Naito are like now. They have no knees. They can't even run. Like. That's how cooked their knees are. They can't run anymore. They've been doing it for so long. But 8 years, I'm young. My body's got time to heal. I think I'd be fine.
8 years is a long time, but yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with my option. Let me just double check, cause I don't know. Maybe I might want to switch my answer, but I don't know, cause like I said, I'm also looking at the money though, dude. Like as much as I hate AEW. That contract does not look bad at all. Like, yeah, I guess you could say the best role that you would get is a mid-carder. That's $400K a year for 5 years, and you get mentored by one of the greatest of all time. And I call him is Christopher Daniels? Is that supposed to be That ain't Daniel Bryan, is it? I'm tweaking. I'm talking about Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, you are tripping.
Yeah, I'm tweaking. Hey, give me 10.
Christopher Daniels,
bro. I don't know why.
Christopher Daniels is also great.
Bryan Danielson was just popping in my head for some odd reason. I don't know why. That is actually crazy. But nah, I probably go
Dream
TNA.
mentor though. That's true.
But it's like Tommy Dreamer though, and you're the face of the X Division, and you're guaranteed a year-long X Division title run. Like, I don't know, bro. I think that TNA contract is just too good to pass up on, and it's only a 3-year-long contract. Like,
well,
and like I said, that's only a 3-year-long contract. You're getting mentored by Tommy Dreamer. You're damn near the face of the company, almost. You know what I'm saying? And it's only 3 years, so like, after those 3 years, if you want to, you can decide to go to a WWE or a AEW. It might not be in the best of roles, but I mean, you would be prepared. You feel me? Like, I don't know. I think I'd have to stick with the TNA contract, bro. I just think the incentives are too good, bro. The only thing I'm not really too high on is the salary.
Yeah. Well, 3 years, 250 isn't bad.
Mm-hmm. That ain't bad at all.
You ready to, if you go to AEW, though, you ready to get thrown through some barbed wire or some thumbtacks?
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, bro, if you go to AEW, you finna get, bro, they finna go on that bit and die, bro. Like, bro, what are you trying to prove? Like, bro, y'all ain't even, like, bro, they be some stuff that the AEW superstars be doing. And I'm like, bro, this not even wrestling. Like, what the hell? Like, bro, this is like self-harm. Like, bro, you tweaking right now. Like, bro, like, they genuinely be doing the most absurd moves and, like, bro, are you okay? Like, like at this point, it ain't even about the wrestling.
I think, bro, yeah, I think Mox said himself. You know, he went to rehab for addiction stuff and all that. I think he said somewhere he was like, yeah, because you know, with addiction, and I promise you, I'm not trying to say anything bad about him at all because I love Mox. But you know, like the thing with addiction is, typically addictions aren't like just completely eliminated. Like they're usually replaced with something better and less like dangerous to your body. So I think Mox said himself. You know, he went to rehab for addiction stuff and all that. I think he said somewhere he was like, yeah, because you know, with addiction, and I promise you, I'm not trying to say anything bad about him at all because I love Mox. But you know, like the thing with addiction is, typically addictions aren't. They aren't like just completely eliminated. Like they're usually replaced with something better and less like dangerous to your body. I think he said something along the lines of, and if I'm wrong, I will be wrong because I don't want to quote him out of context. It's something like the bleeding, like all the blood and stuff he does. He's an addiction now. Which he loves bleeding, and I was like,
bro's a monster.
I understand wanting some color in your matches. I do remember though actually watching AEW for a while, and there was like bro was on TV bleeding every week, and I was like,
bro's a monster.
I don't know how you enjoy this.
Nah, bro.
It'd be like every week on Twitter. It's like, oh, guess who bled this week?
Nah, bro got a kink, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. That's nasty. That's crazy work. And it's just like, bro, what was that one spot where didn't Adam Page drink bruh's blood? Like, bro, what the hell is what are they doing over there? Like, what kind of vampire sex? Like,
raw.
Nah, that was not raw. That was disgusting, bro.
Ooh,
that was like, that bitch was like, come on, bro. That bitch was just letting the blood drip down on his face and shit. Like, bro, that's disgusting, bro. Disgusting work they do over there in AEW, but to each is his own. I would never be caught dead watching that brand, bro. That brand is garbage. The only thing I watched on there was that MJF Adam Cole thing they had going on, and they don't even do that no more. Do they? I don't even watch.
That was a fire storyline.
And ever since then,
now. But that was a fire storyline. Downhill.
It's that, bro. MJF not signing with the WWE would be the worst possible move he could do for his wrestling career, bro. AEW is so garbage, bro. I can't believe he decided to stay. MJF. He should have debuted at the Rumble, bro. He should have debuted at the Rumble, bro. Like, bro, that shit made me so mad, bro. You can ask Dixie, bro. I was like, oh yeah, there ain't no way he not debuting at the Rumble. Like, let me know if this is a hot take. But at the time, whenever when the contract talks were in the air, if MJF would have debuted at the Royal Rumble that year, do you think that would have been a bigger debut than when AJ Styles debuted at the Rumble?
No,
not even close.
Erase hindsight, because now looking back, it's like, eh. But you don't think so, bro?
It's
Especially how hot his contract
even
talks
during
was.
that time when you asked me.
Oh my god, bro.
You tell me the best independent wrestler ever, and MJF is on that level. That's crazy.
Y'all don't think MJF?
Like AJ was legitimately, until he joined, he was the best wrestler to ever not be in WWE, and then he joined, and MJF isn't even close to that. Like,
look at him now though.
There's still Kenny Omega, or
getting his ass beat by Logan Paul at WrestleMania. Like, bro, AJ Styles can't even get a WrestleMania moment. Like, bro, he's getting buried. And like I said, like,
he's cursed. He has to be cursed.
Bro, he's trash.
That man's cursed to always have a bad WrestleMania.
It's because AJ Styles is trash, bro. Okay. MJF wouldn't have no trash.
All right, bro. Tweaking. That's slander. That is slander.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm rage baiting. I'm rage baiting. I actually love AJ Styles. Especially since you're a Georgia boy. So I am a big fan of AJ Styles.
Georgia boy.
So it's like, damn, like, I don't know. I think MJF would have been on the same tier at least, right?
No.
All right, besides AJ Styles, name a better debut. No, I'm saying you don't think he'd be on the same tier at least. Like, I'm not saying better, but like up there in the ranks with AJ Styles when it comes to Royal Rumble debuts. Especially around the time when MJF's contract was up, because everybody was like, oh, dang, who is he going to sign with?
I think it would have been huge, but I don't think it would have been AJ Styles huge.
I know, but like,
let me check for some
I was about to say, who are some Royal Rumble debuts that besides AJ Styles that was actually like, oh my god, like shocking?
Yo, real talk, when Keith Lee debuted.
Yeah. The 2020 Rumble.
But that shit was ass.
Keith Lee was probably the biggest.
For real? I'm joking.
Not watching. That's what I know.
I'm joking, bro. It was a joke. It was a joke. But nah, it's like, I don't know. I'm talking about like outside
somebody
of
said Ty Dillinger coming in at number 1. You're
Oh.
number 10.
Oh my god, Ty Dillinger.
That is crazy.
10. That was peak, bro. I was a Ty Dillinger stan, and they never did anything with him.
Damn, that's tough.
They should have put the U.S. belt on him at least. At least.
Ty Dillinger.
Oh, well, Edge was a return. I don't think that counts.
Wait, who is Ty Dillinger? That sounds familiar. Am I tweaking?
He's Sean Spears.
Oh, for real?
Sean Spears, yeah.
What? I did not know that was his name.
His Royal Rumble debut was because he was the perfect 10, and so they had him come out at number 10, and then he got probably eliminated like immediately.
Yeah.
Ah man, that's tough. That's crazy. Sean Spears, all the league.
Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey is probably like the next closest.
For real?
Person. At least that any of y'all would care about.
Yeah, but I'm saying you don't think like MJF
Vader in the 90s.
You don't think MJF debuting would be bigger than Ronda Rousey? Like debuting?
No. That's not even.
I don't know, bro. I think y'all really underestimating the motion that MJF got, bro. Like MJF got motion, especially during the time he had a crazy motion. Like, especially that was around the time we had the mic drop on TK. Like, bro, that man MJF had motion, bro. Like, I think y'all really discrediting how much like motion he would have if he debuted at the Rumble. Like, especially for WWE. But I don't know.
If you're talking mic drop, like summer of MJF, then I guess that's different. But,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was talking about.
I was talking about 2025. It's
no.
close.
I thought I made that. I thought I made that clear. I feel like the prime up there with.
I didn't know. My bad. That's on me.
Nah, y'all are good. I don't know. I just feel like even if they did it today, like I feel like he would still have it wouldn't be up there on the same tier as like an AJ Styles or maybe even Ronda Rousey, but I don't know. It'd be up there. Like people would be like, "Oh shit!" Like that's MJF. Like people would actually like they would be shocked. I think it. I feel like more people would have been more shocked if he would have signed with them this time or this go around. You know what I'm saying, before he announced that he re-signed with the AEW. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like really big on MJF, bro. I think MJF is like one of the better superstars on the mic, and I think he could cook. But I don't know, bro.
I like him. He's just not on an AJ Styles level.
I don't know, bro.
And not like it's that big of a distance, but.
And AJ Styles was old, bro. He was old when he debuted. It was pushing 40.
And he was still cooking.
But it's like.
Did you watch him in 2017?
Yeah, like he had a good run. After he debuted, he had a really good run. And then it just plummeted, bro. They started putting his ass in tag teams with Omos. Like, shit was just not cooking. Like.
Not too much.
Like, bro, he was getting. I don't know. I think.
Are you saying you didn't like AJ Styles and Omos?
Hell no, that shit was boring. I didn't like it. I ain't like Omos and AJ Styles.
Free bro.
And what the fuck they doing with Omos? Like,
dude, he was supposed to be the Japan superstar, bro. And they pulled his
ass. Hey, bro, finna be the new member of the New Day, bro. The Boo Day. Hey, that was cool though. Imagine Omos on the Boo Day. Tell me I'm not cooking.
Ooh.
Omos on the Boo Day.
That was a difficult one. We gotta.
All right, we can start to wrap things up with the bird is the word. If you want to introduce the topic, go on ahead, Mason. What is today's or tonight's bird of the word? Bird is the word topic of the stream.
Oh, word. So I just got. I might be able to see it on my camera. I think. I just got a PS5 today.
Hey, W Mason chat.
So W. So in honor of that, what is everyone's favorite wrestling game ever? And I think I said WWE in the podcast topics, but it could honestly be any of them.
Okay.
And then I guess we can do a top 3. That would make sense.
Top 3 wrestling games? Okay, bet. You could go first, Dixie, because I need some time to look up mine. I ain't gonna lie. I do have a good.
Damn, I need some time too.
I do got a good couple answers in mind.
You can start.
Yeah, you can start us off, Mason, because I need time to look
up. If I had to start, it would be the game that I grew up on, which would be SmackDown versus Raw 2011. That was the first game with Universe Mode. So whenever I was younger, I just spent hours just. I'd be like, you do that thing where you like choose one person, so because they added it to the games now, so it's not as like big of a deal. But you like play as one person and you see if they get booked each week and all that stuff, and try and do some stuff like that. That was fun, just story. Back then, the Universe Mode was good, like 11 and 12, so the story changes, all the time and all that stuff. So I was really big fan of 11. The only thing I didn't like about 11 was just the roster was so small.
That it was,
and that's an issue with a lot of. It's an issue with a lot of old games. It's just like the roster was small, and the people that they did include just weren't really all that important. You get like your top 20 guys or whatever, and then everybody else is just like, what are you doing in a WWE game?
Wait, my fault, not to cut
And
you
so,
off. Why somebody said
Go
WWE
ahead.
2K25 is my top one? Somebody
Oh,
said,
nah.
brother, you are a shill.
hey,
You are a shill. You like spending money.
hey, that
That's
bitch
what you
said
like.
WWE 2K25, my top one. Crazy work. Nasty
That's
work.
nasty work.
Oh, God. But my fault. You continue. My fault.
It's all good. These aren't in order. These are just all favorite games I like. I'm gonna have to go with Fire Pro Wrestling World as number 2. So whenever I was younger, I watched a lot of New Legacy, and one of the big things that they did for a while was the Brawl for All. So they just like Fire Pro Wrestling World is really well known for being a great simulation game. So I'd watch them, like they'd have their simulations or whatever. They'd have like shows and tournaments and all that stuff, and it was really cool. And so I got into Fire Pro pretty young, and then I got World like when it came out, and I spent a ton of hours in there just creating and watching matches and having like my own companies or whatever, all that stuff.
Nah, I respect that.
And my third game would be. This is actually the hard part. I'm gonna do a third game, and I'm gonna have 2 honorable mentions.
Okay,
I gotta say it.
honorable mention, too.
It's 2K19.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 2K19 as my third favorite, just because that game is amazing. I don't even know what else to say. That was probably the
Hell
peak
yeah.
of probably the peak of 2K, I would say. Great community creations, very fluid and fun gameplay. A lot of enjoyment out of that. The roster is probably the best ever in a 2K game. It's either that or 20. Just so many good names on that. A lot of fun. And then my honorable mentions, I might have 3. 2K23, because it was probably one of the most recent ones anyway. I played with friends a lot.
I think I got it.
2K14 I played a lot. And SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. It was before my time, but you know, emulation exists, so I was playing a lot of Here Comes the Pain. Very good story mode. It could have been better in my opinion, but it was pretty good.
Bet 10-4. That's fire. That's a W top 3. I guess I'll go ahead and go. I would, before I do start, y'all wouldn't happen to remember which SmackDown versus Raw was it where the story mode was? I think you play as like Kofi Kingston and like and it's the I think it's the
versus the Undertaker.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Which
That's
one was that?
11. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I got that on. That's in my
11.
top
I didn't
3.
even WrestleMania.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna do mine in order too. So these are my in order. I'd go SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 as my number 1. That's just one of my favorite all-time games, bro. It was just super entertaining. That's like one of the first wrestling games where it actually got me hooked. And then at 2, I'll go SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 because, like you said, it was just, bro, universe mode. Everything about it was just perfect, bro. I think that probably, if not arguably, is the best like wrestling game of all time in my opinion. Low key, like especially for its time, like bro. And then I specifically remember because I remember I had it on old gen, or at the time I think it was like PS2, and they dropped that game on PS3. Well, at the time I had a PS2, and I was like, dang, bro, like, cause I'm watching all these YouTubers. I'm like, bro, how are they editing the tires? I was so sad I couldn't edit the tires, bro. Like, bro, I was heartbroken, bro. I wanted a next gen console or a PS3 at the time so I could play SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 with the better graphics and so I could edit the tires. Cause I was so mad. Cause I don't know if y'all remember, but back in that day, that's when The Miz had like, he was like over, like that man had motion, like the tires were so cool. Like I think that's around the time he had the WWE Championship. Like, bro, he just looked so cool. And I was like, bro, I can't change his attire. Like, I couldn't, like, I was so upset. So yeah, SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 is up there for me. And then my third would have to be between WWE 12 or WWE 13. Those two were classics, bro. I love those games. And I love the renders they use for those two games, bro. Like the renders for the superstars just look so like fire, bro. They look so cool. And last but not least, my honorable mention would probably be WWE 2K19 for the reason that you said. I think that was like That was probably peak WWE 2K, and I kind of have a soft spot for it because DC can correct me if I'm misremembering, but I feel like that's the 2K that I came back into wrestling with, because that was also around the time when I was getting back, because I think we ended up playing WWE 2K together, and that motivated me to get back into wrestling. So yeah, I'd probably go 2K19, because I remember, because I was asking him, I was like, oh, bro, should I just go ahead and get the new? He was like, no, do not get 2K20. It's garbage. You're wasting your money. Do not get 2K20. Like, I remember him specifically telling me that for months. And guess what? I still bought that bitch. I still bought that bitch. Hey, look, I read the reviews. We was reading the reviews. I was just about to say that. And I seen a comment. It said, oh, this game is so ass. I love it. And so I had to buy it, bro. So I bought 2K20. And I regretted it ever since. I was like, oh, yeah, this is buns. Now I know what y'all was talking about. So, yeah. That has to be my top 3, also including my honorable mention. And, DC, you can take it away. You can take us away.
I bet. You know, I am a youngin', so there is going to be this one game on here that y'all might not expect.
Okay.
But it is kind of a bad game.
Okay.
So, but my first game that I ever played was SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. That was just the game I remember playing a lot as a child. Mm-hmm. I remember playing as John Cena. He had the orange attire.
Yes, straight bro. Heat. Yes, bro. That's straight heat, bro. Yes.
And then I'm gonna say, this is in order, but second, 2K19, dude. The story mode was insane.
They really don't be making the story modes like they used to, bro, and it's sad because the game could be so much better, bro.
Yeah, the story mode was just all around perfect. The gameplay, immaculate. 10 out of 10 in my book.
I feel that.
Then, might be a hot take. Okay. But hear me out.
We like it hot.
Oh, no.
Xbox 360, WWE 2K15 for the showcase mode, though.
You talking about John Cena on the cover?
Gen.
You know
John
what?
Cena, CM Punk.
You know what?
That showcase mode was
I get it. I know what he's talking about.
I
know what he's talking about.
That ain't a terrible choice.
But on last gen though, on Xbox 360.
Ooh.
Yeah, last gen is the right answer, because the PS4 version, it was just like, well, not PS4, but the next gen version was like it wasn't all that.
Yeah.
The creation was bad. There was no community creations, I think.
Let me look it up to make sure I'm talking about the right game. Actually, like 2K15 though, I think.
Also a small roster. Another small roster game.
Yeah, that was so before I guess you could say I took my break from WWE. That was like one of the last WWE 2Ks I played. So I think I liked it. I thought I liked it.
It had one of the better universe modes, if I remember.
Yes. And I remember around the time, because like you said, that's when they had dropped the PS4. So like they had the PS4 edition and the Xbox One edition and stuff. And that's also around the time when they was dropping all those screenshots of the gameplay, and was like, oh bro, because I vividly remember like thinking back like, bro, this is the future of gaming. Like, bro, these graphics are insane. Like, I can't wait to get on 2K15 like on the next gen. And yeah, like I don't think that's a bad option. I actually like 2K15 a lot, next gen and all. Like even on the PS4, I liked it.
I'm glad to know we all like 2011.
Yes, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah. I didn't even mention Road to WrestleMania. That was the last like one where they had the individual stories, and it was probably the best one too. Another
I guess you like it ain't another honorable mention, but another SmackDown vs. Raw that I liked was 2009. That was a good one as well. It was I don't think y'all played it if y'all said y'all's first ones was 2011, but
no,
it's the one that got Shawn Michaels and Triple H on the cover.
Yeah, I guess that's the DX one, right?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought that shit was fire.
I've heard things about it. The gameplay doesn't look. It looks. I think that's about the game where they like ruin the gameplay. At least for the THQ engine.
Hey, why I glanced over in the chat
the
and Beacon said 2009. Nah, Jake Bird old. Damn, what the fuck?
How old is Beacon?
He's my age. That's
like
the
Beacon's
thing, bro. He's my
There's
age,
no
bro. he like 23.
That's
not 23.
I don't believe that.
I mean, so did us. He's like 23.
That's also not true.
No, he's
25.
I'm 25. He's 23 though, like 23, 24.
Oh,
he's like pushing 24.
Okay.
But the fact that he's just making it seem like I'm just 45 He making it seem like I'm 45 and he 20. Like, bro, we about the same age, bro. What you mean 2009 is old? Like, what? That wasn't even a decade ago, bro. Chill on that. 2009 was a good year. That was a good year.
But yeah, there was like a change with the gameplay where the computers weren't like attacking you anymore, and they were just waiting for you to do something, and then they would or wouldn't react to it, and the gameplay just got stale. I remember it was infuriating. That's really all I can say.
I forgot what that because I remember they had a like I guess you could say the story mode or the road to WrestleMania for that game too. I just can't remember what it was even about. But I like all the SmackDown versus Raws, really good bro. Like the SmackDown versus Raws were good games. Like I wish they would bring that series back. What was the developers for SmackDown versus Raw? Wasn't it like THQ or something like that?
THQ and Ukes.
Yeah, it's like bro, like, cause I ain't gonna lie. Don't get me wrong. 2K20, like 2K is cool, but I feel like they just not really hitting on where it need to be. Like I don't know. It just ain't the same, bro. I swear, like, especially when it comes to storytelling, like the story modes, like the road to WrestleManias and stuff, it's not entertaining as it used to be back in the day. You feel me? But nah, I feel like we all had a pretty solid top three. 2011, or SmackDown vs. Raw definitely got to be, or SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 definitely is up there on the Mount Rushmore of WWE games. So I like those lists. I like the list. Any final words before we end it off? Was there anything else you wanted to say, Mason?
Oh, with 2009, there was the Cena, there was the Cena storyline where he was fighting MVP who made his own country.
I remember that.
And he was fighting with Tony, the American soldier, like the most random character ever to be in a game. And then and there was also the Rey Mysterio and Batista storyline where you could do a co-op. And so you could play the Road to WrestleMania with one of your friends, and then y'all decide like whether or not like one of y'all turns evil or not.
What? I did not know that. Actually, did not know that was on. That's actually super fun.
I think so. Yeah.
Bro, that's so low key. One of these days, I do want to go back through and play like the older SmackDown versus Raws. I think that'd be so entertaining. And y'all know I'm turning heel on Rey Mysterio on a heartbeat, bro. If they give me that choice, boy, I'm taking
that 2009.
I'm taking that.
The 2009 one would be it. 2009 one would be a good stream. The Rey and Batista one. That'd be a good stream.
Like I'm taking that chair to his back like I'm Seth Rollins, boy. Like I can't wait to turn on Rey Mysterio, boy. I be fiending for the day I can turn on Rey. Like, bro. If low-key, matter of fact, low-key, like, not the rebuttal back to the contracts, but low-key, give me the WWE contract so they can book me as a jobber, but I can also beat Rey Mysterio. Because they always have him lose against the jobbers and stuff like that. So, at least I can beat Rey Mysterio. That's fine with me. Hey, book me as a jobber all you want, Mr. Hunter. Like, as long as I get my one win over Rey Mysterio, I'm good on that. That's all I need. Like, bro, I can't stand his old ass, his little old luchador. Like, Penta over Rey Mysterio already, bro. All time.
You're insane.
All time. Hey, how that Kevin Garnett? Hey, yo, Dixie, how that Kevin Garnett mean where it be like, I said what I said. I said I got Cole in my top 3. I said what I said. You know what I'm talking about? I said I got Penta over Ray. I said what I said. Like, bro, all time, bro.
He's like, bro. Me.
I'm not, bro. Penta is, bro. Bro. All right, bro. That's enough rage baiting for the day. W Pod, bro. Shout out to Mason. Shout out to Dixie, bro. We had a blast. Shout out to everybody in the chat, bro. Y'all showed love tonight. Next week, we're going to try to stream on YouTube as well for all you YouTube watchers and things of that nature. And so keep an eye out for that. If anybody missed the podcast, it will be uploaded on the Bird's Nest Podcast YouTube channel as soon as I possibly can. I will notify you guys in Discord whenever I get the chance or whenever it's uploaded. So be sure to join the Discord, !Discord. It gives you a direct link to the Discord server. If you haven't joined already, be sure to join. Unless you're like Benny Boy in your band, that's unfortunate. But hey, one of these days we're gonna have like a WWE 2K night. We definitely got to get Mason WWE 2K25 so we can do a My GM series. That'd be lit. Hey,
that's more like
and shout out to Beacon. Shout out to Beacon for the 1,000 bits. W Pod can't wait for the next one fast. Hey, by the way, chat, y'all spread the word. We are live every single Wednesday for the pod, bro, for the Bird's Nest Podcast. And your boy Mason just got a PS5, so your boy finna be gaming with us a lot more often. So yeah, y'all stay tuned for that. We might have a pod at night where us three we just come together and we game for a night. You never know. We never know. And if you guys want to watch wrestling with us one day, because I do want to go back and like reminisce on some of the older matches, like especially that NXT Black and Gold era. I didn't get to experience that, so I'd like to just go back through and like just really watch some of the key moments, like best moments from the Black and Gold era. Like something like that is something that I'd be interested in like watching, you know what I'm saying? And if you guys want to see like us react to that type of stuff, join the Discord, bro, because it's definitely coming up soon. We got big things for the pod, bro. Go ahead.
I'm so glad you brought that up. I've been watching some like old videos. Like, you know, WWE has like old matches that they put on their channel.
Yeah,
so I was watching I watched CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, back in the day when he had short hair, he looked like he kills people. Like,
oh yeah, like
I
a
do
Jeff
look
Dahmer?
like a menace.
Like a Jeff Dahmer?
Basically, yeah. Honestly, he looked like a serial killer.
Nah, but
like,
it was kind of hot though.
Beat people up for fun.
Wait, what you mean hot?
Honestly, yeah.
Nah. But nah, yeah. W Pod, bro. W Mason, W Dixie, bro. We'll see y'all same time next week, bro. Y'all been showing mad love to the shorts and the TikToks, bro. I appreciate that. Like, you guys have been going crazy. Like, written to thousands of views and stuff like that. It's getting hella likes. So y'all keep showing love to the TikToks and the shorts, and we'll keep posting them. If there was any funny moments from the podcast or the stream that you've seen, be sure to link them in Discord. I'll post them. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's sometimes where I don't be seeing the certain moments, and y'all do, and I'll be like, oh, that was actually pretty funny. So, well, you know what I'm saying? We growing, chat. We learning and we growing, and it's just gonna get better from here. And cross your fingers. Hopefully everything goes well. I haven't even talked to Mason and Dixie about this, but stay tuned for some guests, bro. I got a lineup, bro. I got a lineup for guests. It's gonna be exciting. I think this would be a good way for us to branch out and grow our channel, as well as maybe get some newer people, like, and just know some stuff, like get them to talk about things that they aren't usually able to talk about through their videos. So yeah, stay tuned for some guests, bro. And like I said, I got a fire lineup in mind. It's just timing issues. We just got to get that together, and then layout issues. I have to figure out how exactly we're all three gonna get in here with you know what I'm saying? That's something that, you know what I'm saying, to keep an eye out for, chat, because it's gonna be fire. Hell, one of you guys in the chat could be a guest. You never know, bro. You never know. And we don't gotta do it right now, but I meant to talk to Mason and Dixie about this the other day. So obviously not today, just because you know what I'm saying, we already wrapping up on 2 hours. But like towards the end of the pod, would you guys want to do something where we allow like the viewers and stuff to come in the chat and ask us a question, like almost like a Q&A at the end of the stream? Like, let's just say for instance, I was a viewer or whatever, and we're wrapping up the pod, and I wanted to ask y'all something, like ask y'all a question. Y'all get one question. Y'all can ask us a question, and it could be about anything, wrestling, non-wrestling related. It could be about anything, and then we'll answer it, and we'll keep it moving. I think something like that would be fire. Like something for subs, like people that sub up can ask us questions and stuff, just to give people an incentive to sub up. You know what I'm saying? Like if you sub, you can ask us a question during the Q&A sessions. I think that'd be fire. I think that'd be pretty cool. And it'd be different, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. So what y'all think about that? Y'all think that'd be dope? And it'd be a cool way for us to interact with the community.
I was gonna say, Beacon's worried about people asking off the wall questions.
I mean,
that's how we get content.
I mean, now if you mean off the wall by like hard R's and like crazy shit, then yeah, obviously.
Well, that's insane.
Yeah, like stuff like that. I mean, shit, you just get banned. Like, I mean, we'll be quick with it. Like,
if you ask me a question about Chris Benoit, though, I might slap you.
I'm saying, nah, yeah. I mean, I might just answer your question. Nah, let me stop. I'm joking. All right, let's end the pod, bro. We taking. But all right, man, it's your boy Jay Bird.
Evil.
My co-host Mason here, and the voice in the sky, Dixie. Thank you guys so much for watching the Bird's Nest podcast, bro. If you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe, bro. Like, we're literally growing constantly. So, you know what I'm saying? You hitting that subscribe button goes a long ways. And make sure you like the podcast whenever it's uploaded to YouTube. And with that being said, this the podcast. This the Bird's Nest podcast, and we out, man.